everybody, this is Leslie Goodson. Thanks so much for joining me. As you may recall, I'm the 63-year-old woman, I keep making myself older, who about 10 years ago weighed 30 to 40 pounds overweight. My skin was a mess, and I decided to do something about it. And since I had always been a medical researcher all my life, I decided I would write a book about skincare and compile all the new studies out there that the wonderful, wonderful scientists in the trenches are uncovering all sorts of new ways about de-aging your skin. And I followed some of what they did, and I was able to de-age my skin too. So I'm here to tell you that if you are older or maybe just younger and don't want to age, it really is a myth that you have to have young skin, even if you already have wrinkled skin, which I did back then. And so the book is Breaking the Age Code, Young Skin for Life, but I'm here to tell you about something important today that's dear to my heart, and that's wrinkles and sun damage. Let me tell you that when I was in my 50s, I had a lot of wrinkles on my skin, and I used to bake in the sun. I maybe would put a little suntan lotion on, but really not enough. I'd still get a tan. I thought a tan was healthy, probably like anybody else, but now I've learned that tans are very unhealthy. But anyways, how do you tell if you have sun damage, which this video is about, reversing sun damage? Okay, one way to tell is look at your arms. Look at them right here. Have a good look. Kind of squeeze your skin up a little bit. See if there's just a little crepiness starting. Now looking at the other side of your arms. Can you tell a difference even in the touch? It tastes like a baby. It feels like a baby's bottom. It feels wonderful, smooth, and this is how you want your face to look. And if they aren't the same, you do have some sun damage on your face, which is very, very hard to repair. Now you may ask yourself, oh wow, why is sun damage so hard to repair? It's hard to repair because your DNA has been ruined by the sun. Your skin's DNA has been altered by the sun, so that the new cells that your skin produces is not young skin cells, is old, wrinkled, dry skin cells. So you need to use an agent that's going to be able to repair the DNA inside your skin. And the good news about it is that doctors' offices have this agent that can repair DNA damage. And the even better news is that there is a treatment out there now that you can get without a prescription that can repair your skin's DNA, which is going to help your sun damage and get your skin back to looking good. So first of all, let's talk about the differences in retinols. What I'm talking about is retinols. The doctor's office has retin A, or it's a vitamin A derivative that is so scientifically done that it is immediately effective and is able to do all sorts of wonderful things to your skin. Now you've been told that retinols are the same as retin A, but as a matter of fact, they aren't. And this information I'm giving to you is from the National Institute of Health, so it's real information. And first of all, they quantify what you find in many retinol products, one called retinol palmitate. And let me just use this as an example of the difference. Okay, retinol palmitate, the National Institute of Health says is 1/20th the efficacy of retin A, retinic acid, or a vitamin A derivative. Those are three names for the retin A used in the doctor's office. So retinol palmitate you find in the Neutrogena, Olay, all sorts of products. You're getting 1/20th the efficacy right there. So the problem is why it's so ineffective is that it can metabolize itself into the effective form of retin A, but to do so it has to go through numerous steps along the way, and it just never makes it there. It has to go through numerous enzymatic steps. It's very difficult to make it to the retin A. So that's retinol palmitate that you're going to find in a lot of your skincare. So you may say, well, great, my skincare has retinol on it, not retinol palmitate. Isn't that the same? Well, according to the National Institutes of Health, the retinol is, oh, excuse me, I almost said 1/5. Actually, it's 1/10 the efficacy right here. So it is more effective, but probably 1 in 10 people are going to have results from it because, again, it has to go through many steps to get to the effective Retin-A. And I'll talk a little bit in a second about why Retin-A is so effective at reducing your sun damage. But there's a new kid on the block. It's a new molecule called retinaldehyde, and it is as effective as Retin-A. It's been proven in 2 independent studies, National Institute of Health. It is as effective as Retin-A because it doesn't have to go through all the processes that all the other retinols have to go through. And it's actually called a retinoid. It's not even called a retinol. And the good thing about it is you don't have to go to a doctor's office. Isn't that great? You don't have to go to a doctor's office. You don't have to have a script written. You don't have to go to the pharmacy. You can buy it, which is so wonderful. Now let me tell you why it's so effective against sun damage and why nothing else is. Because this type of vitamin A derivative that's so strong, either ours, Dragone Super Stimulator Serum, also Avene, a French company, has this ingredient in it too, and another company in the United States called Circuit Cosmeceuticals has it in it too. So I want to give fair play, but we feel our product is the most effective. But anyways, how it gets rid of sun damage is, number 1, it repairs the DNA. Number 2, it increases collagen. Number 3, it increases the moisture binding cells, hyaluronic acid deep in the dermis where any topicals you may use never reaches. So it just does wonderful things. It even increases the blood vessels too. I mean, the list just goes on, but it does repair sun damage. The main thing is that it repairs your skin's DNA so that when you're out in the sun, you're not going to get all the damage that you normally get. But still, please always use the sunscreen. So this is what it is right here. Dragone Super Stimulator Serum. Let me put a little bit on. You can see a little goes a long, long way. It's got super slip. And so it's going to last you for months and months and months. I even used one on the back of my hand because I had some spots on it and it completely got rid of it. So this is our product. It does wonders. If you have sun damage, you really need this product. And I'll tell you why. When I had sun damage, I had the texture, rough texture to my skin. I had the sunspots all over, and I had wrinkles, especially crow's feet. And I would use very expensive, even Natura Visé, very, very expensive products on my skin with the hope that it would work. And what would happen is that my skin would feel softer. Oh, I'd think, oh great, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. But softness is not the same as repairing my skin. My skin would still feel soft, but I'd still have the lines and wrinkles. I'd still be exactly where I started. And if I stopped using it, my skin went to dry and rough again. I wanted to repair my wrinkles and repair them for good. And I was able to find it with Retin-A, and now working with the scientists, we discovered a new molecule that is exactly the same efficacy as Retin-A, and it's been proven so in 2 independent studies. We can send to you if you want. Now, the good news is that this is available on the Beauty Proof website. But if you still are skeptical, even better news is we have a program called Try Me. And Try Me is this. You can spend, actually, at cost, we make no money on it. You can spend like almost a week's trial using this product for a very, very low cost. I can't remember, it's like $8, which is probably the highest of most of our products are $4, but it's very, very expensive to make this. So you try it, these are the Try Me's, and then you open it, and you see what's inside. The wonderful Dragone. This is enough for you to use just a touch on your facial skin twice a day, and you're going to see an amazing difference in your skin. I can't tell you how many clients that I've used this on, young and old, and they swear by it. They even bring in their relatives. I have to say, a lot of East Indian women that have tried everything for the dark circles around their eyes and then the dark patches on their faces, nothing could touch it. This has niacinamide in it, which is a fabulous, fabulous skin lightener. So it not only does that, but it also improves your DNA, which is responsible for your sun damage. So it's a fabulous product. I hope you try it, and call me with any questions. I just love to talk about skin, but just remember, for sun damage, there's just two things. Either go to a doctor's office or try one of these products. It's Dragone Super Stimulator Serum. Try it on our website. You can also see before and after pictures, which are outstanding. You can try it for almost nothing with our Try Me program. Okay, see you then. I love talking to you folks. Any questions, let me know. Take care now. Bye-bye.